Well, everybody. This is your girl Sis-Lo coming to you live, and in living color. Been up on baby watch all night long, and congratulations are in order to Nature Boy and Liana at about 3:50 this afternoon, um, Central Standard Time. They gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Man, this was some of the most dramatic hospital scene I've ever experienced in all my life. You have to excuse my grandbaby in the background, having her a really, really good time. Hey, babe. So finally, after all, I would say at least 12 hours of documented labor. But her labor really started a couple days ago when her water broke. Um, she finally gave birth to the baby. We don't know the baby's weight or anything yet, but the baby was just born moments ago. Yes, they actually went to the hospital, girl. I'm so glad because it was looking kind of scary. I'm trying to tell you, it was looking scary for a moment because they were trying to do it at on the compound or whatever, and girl, and then on the hospital, he was in there, had the girl squatting on the hospital floor. They was like, no, y'all can't. The doctor was like, my job, my job. They gonna cost me my job. But they finally let the doctors do what they needed to do and stop trying to do it their way and this and then, oh Lord, Nature Boy, cause the baby come out, he trying to get a baby almond milk. I don't want my baby Babylon. Oh Lord, Jesus help. Just let the people do what they gonna do. But yes, the baby girl was born just a few minutes ago. Yes, girl, trying to get a baby some almond milk, girl. Cause the baby wouldn't latch on. And girl, when I tell you that was some of the most dramatic, zany, Fred Flintstone hospital shenanigans I ever seen it. Hey, boo. Hey, you miss me in the YouTube street? Girl, I've been trying to stay out the way. It's too much going on in these YouTube streets, y'all. It's too much going on. You hear me? People fighting and signing petitions and wanting to, just knocking on each other's door and just, Lord, no, I'm staying out the way. Girl, yes, protect this baby from the man's foolishness. Yes, girl, it's absolutely too crazy. And I just keep it out the way and stay. You know what? But that's you know what? I'm just glad that my little platform is slow and I'm a smaller YouTuber. But I'm just gonna say, I'm doing it on my own. I'm not, getting any help from anybody to help boost the channel and all this kind of thing. I'm building my own platform with the people with like minds like myself, or that's lighthearted and things like that, and not for the drama. I cannot. I will not. I refuse. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch. I just, it's just too much going on out there, y'all. So I just keep it clean. Stay on my side of the hood. But yes, this fool, Nature Boy girl. Mm 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 mm. mm. You know, listen, I'm gonna tell you what. You know what, Mama? That's exactly what I said. What if the baby have a nut allergy or something like that, and he hasn't even the baby just a couple of minutes old, and you already trying to give her almond milk, and then what if that's what she's allergic to and it close her airways, you kill your baby and she ain't even been here long. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to do it your way. But girl, it was like, no, we're not having no C-section. No, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing that. But the girl has been at dilated to 9 since about 7 o'clock this morning. But her cervix was still pretty thick. So they said, well, we're gonna end up having to use the forceps. Girl, didn't he put that baby in a wheelchair and took her outside, and they looked like they was about to get in the car and leave. We just take her to another hospital, blah blah blah. And they were like, listen, they talked him into staying, so they got him back in there. But he kept trying to tell them how to do things. No, we don't. And y'all stop telling her what to do. Don't tell her what to do. Don't tell her what to do. But then when he started getting nervous, he was like, what should I do? What should I do? Yes, the family is a nervous wreck, but her mom was on the live, hanging in there. So she actually got to witness the birth, and I've been tuned in since yesterday. And so every time I find out they live, I go back and I stay with it until the baby was born this time. And I took a couple pictures. So the picture that you see in the thumbnail is the actual baby girl. Yup. I got a couple of screenshots. So that was one of the ones that was the best that you could get given the circumstances. Oh wow, you delivered your nephew, huh? Girl, yeah, put that baby on the titty, let her be. Girl, he straight up said, "Oh, I'm gonna give her some almond milk. I'm gonna give her some almond milk. Yeah, I'm giving my baby almond milk." They were like, the nurse was like, "No, you cannot give this baby almond milk. No, you can't give her almond milk. You can't give her plants. You can't give her meat. You can't give her any of that. You will kill it. No." I was like, this fool already trying to. Oh my god. But it was just the zaniest bag of tricks I ever seen. Your name is on this birthday. Oh, that's cool. That is way cool. That is so cool. He actually delivered his little girl, Nature Boy did. Excuse me. And girl, this is the funny thing. You know how they have you scrub, and they put the robe and stuff, and put your gloves on. When they put the gloves and everything on this fool started touching everything, so they had to do it all over again. And it's like, this time, don't touch anything. You are about to, you know, bring your baby into this world. Don't touch nothing else. He like, oh Lord. Then he just started. You could tell he was kind of nervous at the same time. But this is the same dude talking all this trash. But listen, when I tell you, this is the most humble I have ever seen this cat. I was like, yeah, if he could stay this way, he could be tolerable. Cause outside of this baby being born, I can't stand to talk. I can't stand to look at him. Cause he's so anal. He's so anal. And but she did. Eliana did really good during the childbirth. She was really calm, but you could tell she was in a lot of pain. Cause I mean, she's been her water broke yesterday or night before last. So she's been like in active labor for a couple of days, and she was exhausted. She's so weak she couldn't hardly, she just couldn't push. So she ended up having an epidural, and they used forceps to pull the baby out or what have you. But girl, when I tell y'all, it was kind of crazy. Girl, yeah, they can call CPS on his behind. And yes, it is considered child abuse. And you know what? It wouldn't be so bad if he was so anal. No, baby, I'm not related to them at all. Mm-mm. I'm just a spectator, just like the rest of us. Nope. I just been following it for a while. Yep, the Babylonian equipment that they didn't. But you know what? I'm glad he took her to the hospital, because last night that girl was in so much pain. It was so crazy, because every time she would have contractions, she would get outside the bed and going outside squatting on the dirty ground in the grass because they were trying to keep this concept of doing this in nature. But he got to the point to where he was like, I'll take you to the hospital. And so all he wanted him to do was check and make sure that the baby was okay. And he was thinking he was gonna just take her home. Well, let her. We gonna let her get the baby halfway out, get the head down. Then we gonna take her home to deliver. That kind of concept. But they were like, you not gonna risk my job. We can't let her leave like that. So then he had the girl squatting on the ground in the hospital on the floor. They were like, we can't let you do that. Not understanding that baby head bumped that hard concrete and yes, honey, squatting on the ground. You heard me. You just heard of the cult 2 months ago. I've got some videos that I started doing about that a couple months ago, exposing this whole thing. Girl, yes, he is a total fool. But he's supposed to be God. Do you hear me, girl? Do you hear me? Mama, you saying everything that I said, but all y'all are. Like, Nayla said he's a fool. I was saying the same thing. Cynthia was like squatting on the ground. I was saying the same thing. I'm like, I can't believe this was crazy. He didn't want to he didn't want to go right along with it. You been watching my videos? I hope you enjoy it, babe. I'm going to get more in depth and with a lot of different things because it's just some stuff that I think that people should know. And I mean, it's like we have been so quiet about so much for so long that society has bent the rules a little bit too much, don't y'all think? Bend the rules a little bit too much to make it conformative to the way that people are living now, and it's not cool. Cause guess what? I don't know about any of y'all, but when I was coming up, we didn't talk about sex as freely as people talk about it now. It wasn't like, oh girl, look at that booty on you, girl. I love to get, let me dip in the lady pond and all this. We didn't talk like that. We didn't. If there were things that we talked about, we kind of kept it to ourselves, or we had a significant person that we would talk to about certain things that we thought in our mind, even if we wanted to be a little kinky or something like that. It was one person that knew or whatever, but for the most part, we were embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? People, when they were gay, they kind of hid being gay because they didn't want everybody in their business. Not so much as they wanted it a secret, but they knew this is my business. If I want to live and have some privacy, I'm going to keep it to myself. But not everybody just so open and talk about that business too much. Talk about, I do threesomes frequently, and it's so every day. It's so norm that it's just, oh my goodness, this is crazy. It's so crazy, and now it's like nothing's a secret anymore. Therefore, everybody's just so uncouth about everything. It's so loose about it, and it's just nobody's classy anymore. The ladies are young ladies aren't young ladies anymore. They act like hoes, and then they think it's cute, and it's just so. God is not pleased, baby. God is not pleased. God is not happy about it. He is not happy about it, and the saying that says, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. This is so true right now. It's like if you don't stand for what you believe in and stand firm on the principles of God, you're going to fall for anything. And something that I'm learning, like even being in these YouTube streets, if you want to be um, even across the board, you got to be politically correct. And politically correct means standing for some things that you wouldn't normally stand for, but because ethically or morally it's the right thing to do, then you do it and you go along with it. But might not be the Christian thing to do. And it's very hard, especially when you are working in an atheistic society. You have to stand and you have to take a atheistic approach on something that you wouldn't normally do, and it kind of questions your principle. It kind of puts your principles at question. So you have to decide, is this the type of approach that I want to have overall, and people think that I'm being bipolar in my way of thinking? Or do I take a stand and say, no, that's not what I'm for at all, and God ain't pleased, and I'm not either, and I'm just going with God. So yeah, it's something. It's really something. You see, all this openness, all this openness has opened us up to a subculture of degeneracy. Real talk, girl. Beautiful way of putting that. Beautiful way of putting it. I believe there's a time and place for it. That's exactly right, honey. But the bad part about it is that if people think now that the time is always now and the place is anywhere you want it to be. And that's so unfortunate. And the bad part about it is now it subjects your children to some stuff that your kids, there are some things I don't want my kids to even discuss yet. There are some things that my kid now, unfortunately, the cartoons is introducing homosexuality and promiscuity and cursing and near cursing and drinking and all this other kind of stuff. The cartoons are are introduced. I mean, like stuff like The Simpsons and Family Guy. Even though that some of that stuff is hilarious to me, those are Adult Swim cartoons, and they shouldn't even be showing them during the hours that children are normally up, because that stuff is introducing these kids to something. Like, I love Family Guy, but Peter walks on the line all the time, baby. He says some stuff, and sometimes, girl, it have me hollering, but because it's actually what some people think, but it's not always appropriate to say. So, but yeah, I'm just hoping these YouTube streets has opened my eyes to a lot of this. Yep, yep. Yep. Now, it's like I got so much respect for, I don't know if everybody knows Mama of Six and knows about the Mama, tell them the name of your podcast that comes on the weekends, where it's about adult life. They're talking about adult relational issues and situations and things like that. But the respectful thing that I have about it is, number one, they have disclaimers. Show the and tell. They have disclaimers. They have it after hours, and they don't allow everybody to be in it. It's a closed type of situation for adults only, and they keep it concealed, so it's not something that children would just normally peek and look for. And when they go inside of there, they have moderators that's got a trained eye to know, that's a little kid talking, block them or something like that. But they talk about adult situation. Oh, baby, yes. It's on YouTube, honey. They come on every Saturday night, and baby, they cover everything. I mean, relationally, how to please your man, how to get pleasure from your man, toy, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what all they cover, but it's an adult thing. Oh yeah, and Mama Six is one of the one of the host of the show. Oh baby, yes, it's good for, but and they have fun, and it's like a party every Saturday night, girl. They here they get dressed up, lipstick, makeup, all that stuff to get their little wine, and they get on there and they talk until the wee hours of the morning, and it is fun. It's a way for adult. You come on there, mama. Grandma is talking. You are extremely loud. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my grandbaby, y'all. What a bad tail. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm sorry. That's my little bad butt going, baby. So, and y'all see stuff everywhere because we packing, we get ready to move out of state. So, I got stuff everywhere. But anyway, yeah, it's a grown and sexy type of thing. And, y'all gotta come in and take a look at it and pay them a visit. They have their own page called Show the and Tell. Look for the pretty red lipstick, and you got the right one. Subscribe to it and get the notifications, and so you can come in, Nate, and join in and see. Girl, they have some. It's you know, I've been following them almost about a year now. About a year now, but they've been doing good. It's called Show the and Tell. Yeah, Mama Six, put your link and everything in there and let them know uh what to look for and what time your show and stuff like that comes on. Okay. All right. Okay. She said she'll be right back. Okay. But anyway, that's the type of forum that stuff like that should be on. Not in an open forum and for anybody to come on. Now it's like anything goes. Kids just pop by, they looking for their favorite song, Kiki Do You Love Me, or whatever, and they see Kiki Make Love to Me and blah blah blah, and it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I think you know, that's the type of forum that it should be on. It should be something where you can let a kid stay a kid as long as they can. So now when you have your child acting like a grown tell adult, there's the link, y'all. Click on the link. Go ahead, take you some time out, click on that link and go on and join that page and let them know that I sent y'all over there to enjoy the show. It's really a good show to be coming up. Well, tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. Girl, put that on in the background while you getting your Sunday dinner done, doing your laundry, and you'll really enjoy this conversation. Cause I mean, it's no holds barred because they know it's nothing but adults, and they have guest speakers and everything. It's really a nice concept. It's really a nice. Oh, girl, no problem. You said they dubbed you the Freak Princess. Most fun I had on any. Yup, there you go. There you go. You was in the SB's chat, and I swear some kids are in the chat. Yup, yup. In SB's, I don't know who SB is, but no, that's okay though. Cause a lot of people with the. Oh wait a minute, I think I might know who SB is, but a lot of people like I don't. I just drop in and drop. Oh, I got you. Yup. I drop in and drop out a certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause some stuff, I don't want to, I don't even want my kids around when I'm talking about certain things, which is a lot of times why y'all see me coming on real late at night, because it's the quietest, and, I just don't, some people, I don't want them to know. Yeah, I picked up on Sean. I picked up on who it was after all. Yeah. And then even with Sean, I like Sean. I like all of them. But everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to support anybody at everybody's platforms, but there are some platforms that don't fit my lifestyle, because of the types of things that they do. But that doesn't mean that I can't say, hey, click and like and support. But I'm not, some of the things I just don't partake in. So, and I'm learning now that, you know, it's time for me to lay aside some weight. It's time for me to shave off some excess. And that there are a lot of things that over this last year, and this is me, that's right. I don't like kids in my face. There you go. But listen to this part, y'all, and this is a confession. This is a moment of truth from Sis-Lo to y'all. Over the past year, being as active as I become on YouTube, I have picked up some unhealthy things, some unhealthy habits, maybe, or way patterns of thinking, some things that are not healthy for my spirit, man. Um, over the course of this past year. No, and you can stop being rude because I'm live right now, okay? Okay. Thank you. So I have contaminated my spirit with a lot of things that I would not have normally have been partaking in, and as a result of it, it has taken my focus off my first love, which is God. So I have to repent and I have to go back and I have to turn from some of that stuff. Now, I'm not saying that I can't be supportive of different YouTube channels and things like this. But when I began to spend more time focus on those things that are spiritually unhealthy, rather than spending more time watching the videos that are spiritually edifying, that's going to build me up, that's more positive, and things like that, you become more like that and less like God, or more like that and less Christ minded. So I got to start shaving some stuff off, including the amount of time that I spend browsing. And I got to turn away from that. As a result of that, I'm going my spirit man is going to be edified and be built up. And that's what I got to get back to, because right now it's just too much of that, you know, it to the point to where I start finding that stuff entertaining. Like, oh, the drama, oh, the this, the, oh, but that's not me. And that's not healthy. Because it will destroy your witness. It will destroy your witness. It will make it to the point to where people will be like, okay, well, I thought she was a Christian. I thought she was this. I thought she was that. Now that don't, like I said, don't mean you can't watch, you can't enjoy, but you have to do it within reason. Do it in doses, do it in portions, and rightly divide that kind of stuff. How far? Oh, girl, I'm way East Detroit. I'm way East Detroit. I'm closer to Eastland. So, yeah, Great Lakes Crossing is a nice little piece of ways, but I'm closer to Eastland. But yes, it would be good. Well, that don't mean we can't meet up. That don't mean we can't meet up. We just have to purpose ourselves to do it on a day that I know I could get away. I'm moving to North Carolina, Greensboro. Yeah, moving to Greensboro. Yeah, and I can't. I mean, I can't wait to get situated so I can really put my time and my effort in building everything. Your son snapped on me and said the internet was your idol and you replaced us your God. Oh, wow. I felt so guilty because I couldn't deny it. You have to check yourself. Absolutely, mama. Absolutely. You got to check yourself. And you know what? But here's the gift. The gift is in the fact that you know it's an issue and that you have loved ones that don't have a problem letting you know that. And you love them enough to receive it without being offended by it. So that's a good thing. Cause sometimes we do get lost. We sway. You know what I'm saying? And it's not intentional. And it's not that is way too bad. Cause it ain't like you know. I got out there and started doing some wild and crazy stuff or whatever. But if the Bible says, "As a man thinketh his heart, as so is the man." When you start and whatever you deposit in you is what you'll become. So if you continue depositing stuff you can't use, junk food, whether
can Deshaun make some hot dogs?
if you keep depositing junk in you, junk is gonna start coming out of you. And so, you gotta start. But when you go to like programs like the one Mama Six and all them have, those situations are useful because those are things you can use within your marriage and your relationship. You became defensive, but you knew it was coming from a place. There you go. But it was. I ain't saying it wasn't gonna sting, cause sometimes it stings. The truth hurts, as they say, and this might sting a little bit. But once the stinging, you rub it and take that sting off of it. You go ahead and apply it and put it where it's supposed to go. You all right. It's when you get angry, get mad, be in denial, and still don't do nothing about it, and you get worse and worse and worse and worse because can't nobody tell you nothing. That's when you have to worry. So you doing good. But we say all that to say that we hope that Nature Boy don't do the wrong thing with, and that he let this baby be a baby and stop talking about this Babylon bull or whatever, because he was sure leaning on her Babylon mama to give advice while he was on that live panicking because he didn't know what to do. And like even with him, if his teachings were not centering himself around saying that he was Jesus, he was the Lord Jesus Christ. If he was just saying, I'm Master Chief and this is what I believe, this is what I'm saying, da da da, this is my way of thinking, my self consciousness and this, that, and the other. You know what? I wouldn't say much. I would not believe in it or not agree with it, but I wouldn't have much to say. But it's when you start saying that you yourself are the Lord Jesus Christ, that's where the problem comes in at. Say you don't know what to do, but God, if he don't stop following that, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You can't do that. You can't say that God ain't gonna have that. God ain't gonna have that. And I pray God's protection over that baby and that wife that he loves. If he don't repent, something could very well happen to the one of them, and I pray not. Sis-Lo, it is not in nature, boy. Dude is sick, sexual deviant. 1 minute. He believes that he is Christ, that poor baby. Is that he believe? No, he don't believe that. He don't believe it. He's sick. He got issues, but he don't really believe that he's Christ. He manipulated people to believe in that. He knows better. He knows better, honey. He knows better. That's just one of his forms of manipulation. But he knows better. He know he ain't Christ. He knows better. That's just his little manipulating way of doing what he does. He's a very narcissistic person. Like, even with her giving birth to that baby, somehow he makes it about him. The other day, somebody told Eliana, I love you, Eliana. And he was like, do you love me? Do you love me? And then they said, well, put it like, you say you love Eliana. Yes. Well, if you love Eliana and you don't love me, you don't love Eliana. Because in order to love her, you got to love me too. He made it about himself, and it was just so sickening. Yeah, I pray. Yes, he's narcissistic. Exactly. It's all about him. Everything is about him. I'm master this. I'm this. I'm that. Did y'all see what I did? I said this and I said that. Man, I be having them on fire. I look this. I look this. It's all about him. Everything is just all about him. She is very pretty. And she's so serene. She's so gentle and just she's beautiful. She's so naturally just everything. I really. You said. I said. How you say? What you say again? I hate when it's do that. I. I. Oh man. No fool. I don't love you. Oh, you would have said no fool. I don't love you. Now back up before I sent you to one true God. You know that's right. Why can't it just be thrown away? Conventional social constructs and not. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And my heart weeps for her too. And not just her, but the other one. And it's so crazy because they are so warped minded. It's like, dang, they letting these men pass them from man to man to man to man. And the only one that ain't getting passed around is Eliana. She not getting passed around. He will not. He ain't letting her go. And it's so crazy because the way he been taking care of her and doting over her for the last few days, picking her up, carrying her. It's all about you, baby. What do you? It's like you can really see that he really loves her and she loves him. And it's like if they were alone in the woods together, raising baby nature in the woods and this talking to the elephants and all that, it would be make for a beautiful love story. But why do you have to incorporate saying that you Jesus? That's the only problem. I would even probably throw them a few coins if I could. If you know what I'm saying. Just don't put God in your mess. They use flat screens. That's what I'm saying. They got all they got running water. They got showers. They got beds, gas stoves, microwaves. They got all of that stuff. They have vehicles. They go into town. They got dirt bikes. They got computers, laptop, everything. All the amenities of Babylon. But that's the way that goes. It's crazy. I just don't understand. But that's the way that they think. And I'm interested to see how things are gonna go with this baby. And I'm even more interested, y'all, on how the blood work is gonna come out because it's alleged that he has HIV and that they both have herpes. So um I'm believing God that everything is okay with the baby and that miraculously God has taken and healed them of whatever. So, but I know they got to draw their baby blood and they got the placenta. So they getting ready to, hey, that's going to be interesting. But we won't know unless somebody tell us. So you said, wait a minute. Right, okay. So what happens when the baby gets a little older? Are they going to pass her around too? Not if he can help it. And honey, wait, let's see how long it goes. If it make it that far. You know what I'm saying? They might be back in quote unquote Babylon by then. You said that part, huh? That part. The STDs and the STIs yep, it has to be high. I'm thinking you saying, yeah, absolutely, because they're interchanging women and they're doing it unprotected. And then one young lady, she went to at least four other soldiers before she came back to Nature Boy and Ileana, and Nature and Boy and Ileana are the ones that took the girl's virginity. And that's by Ileana's admission, and she was admission who was the girl that was the virgin or whatever that couldn't be penetrated or whatever by these guys. So they're cherry picking. Exactly. And then the crazy part about it is the one that he sent Sheba back to him and Sheba don't even like each other. They don't even get along. They argue all the time. They don't even get along. But he sent her back to be his wife. And then the one that Aya went back to, he was sitting out there rubbing her back down, rubbing her down. This was like a night after they had spent the night in the same bed together. It's just nasty to me. Too much. And my thing is that it's too much for that baby to see. And then somebody else, Joy, is pregnant. And I think there's one other girl. I think they said that Sheba might be pregnant. So if she was pregnant, then she was might be pregnant by either Tron or by Nature Boy. Don't nobody know. But that's a whole nother baby about to be born in out there. And are they going to allow those other women to go to the hospital if they deem it to be necessary? Because now they mind you, they didn't want them to even give birth in the hospital, Eliana. They wanted her to have that baby in nature, and he was adamant about it until Eliana started showing signs of sickness and distress. So that's when they ended up taking her to the hospital. So that's going to be interesting to see y'all in the next couple of months. You said, can he be charged with attempted murder if the baby has HIV? Um, I don't know how that works, but um, he probably could be charged with like manslaughter or something like that because he didn't have sex directly with the baby, but with the mother, and the mother did it, but they both were consenting. So it's not like he disclosed the fact that he had this and passed it to her, but they were both infected with some strain of it or something, and they were both consenting. So I don't know how that part will really work. But if other people were to come over there and he misled them, telling them that he doesn't have, which he has done, that he does not have any STIs or STDs or anything like that, and he has unprotected sex with them and risk their life without giving them, sharing with them, okay, listen, I've slept with men and women who have been HIV positive in the raw. Do you want to still take this chance? But he doesn't do that. He tells them that he's been clean. His DNA is clean. That's what he bathed in the river. He changed his mindset. Because disease is a dis-ease of the mind. So, yeah. I hope that his sick self doesn't touch that baby. Yeah, you know what? I don't think he'll touch his own baby. But never say never. You just never know with people like that. But he's so in love with Ileana, and he's got this baby is so wrapped around his finger at this point. He's so in love with her that I believe that you know. But I think if she ever tried to leave, I think he'll try to harm her or he gonna harm himself. Cause he said that mess already. If she ever left him, he'll kill himself and all this, that, and the other. And my thing, that ain't even a way for a guy to be talking. If you wanna know the truth, that's just me. Just me. If you wanna know the truth. But who do you think I am? Yeah. You say it makes you sick to your stomach. Mama six, not attempted, but some crime. Okay, yeah. How do they know when a paternity? Man, they don't know. I guess they're gonna wait till the baby come out and see if the baby look who it look like. You don't put nothing past the devil, and you shouldn't. Deshaun, I want you to go in there and clean your bedroom, sweep it out, everything. Clean your room up. Period. My son got in trouble in school, y'all. I wanna break him down to the least common denominator. You have had African American cases where the biological father assaulted his own daughters. Our cases. Oh, trust me, I know, babe. Where am I watching all of this? On YouTube, on Instagram, on YouTube. They have their pages are Carbonation TV. um, Nature Boy, Ileana, um, and on Instagram, his um his Instagram account is Eligio the underscore Christ underscore, and hers is Eliana underscore the underscore Christ. And Carbonation TV, their Carbonation TV on Facebook. If you pretty much, if you look up Nature Boy or Alicio Bishop, you're gonna find all of the different outlets of social media that he's on. And you just go back and start watching, like, from about, I don't know, shoot, 5 or 6 months ago, and or three, even 2 or 3 months ago, and you'll be able to catch up on his concept and see what's going on. But yeah, even with her dad, cause like her dad now, her dad is he's FBI. He's planning to go over there, cause he's trying to see what's going on with his daughter. Girl, yes. Right, right. His the name cry, but see, some of them is Carbonation TV. And guess what? You ain't got to go on their place, on their outlets. It's other people that break it down and talk. That's exposing them and their works or what have you. But even some of them, you got to be careful, because man, it's a lot of, the conscious community is a very, very demonic society of people. It's like a lot of them are a lot of them are into black magic. Some of them are into the crystals and the healing and stuff like that. Some of them are just into black power kind of stuff. And it's just like a big community of people. But when they start talking about consciousness, 9 times out of 10 they talking about yourself as a higher power kind of thing. And I don't believe in stuff like that, but that's just how that goes. But it's still something that you should know about, so that if your kids start talking twisted like this here, you know how to intervene. You know what I'm saying, y'all? My commentary is the easiest to follow. You know what? I appreciate you saying that. And that's the whole reason why I do what I do. I try to break it down in layman's terms, but I think it's something that's necessary for you to know, because most of the people that follow him think the same way that R. Kelly thinks. Okay, y'all? Listen to my heart when I tell y'all this. Most of the people that follow people like Nature Boy are the same type of people that follow, the same type of young ladies that follow R. Kelly. The difference between, and check this out. No, check this out. R. Kelly also has male followers, not just female followers. So, unfortunately, some of us have those children that are not as powerful in their thinking as we. Don't you snatch away from me, little girl. Do you understand me? Excuse me. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and play. Don't you do that to me again.
I want another cookie.
No, you really can't have another cookie. You definitely can't have another cookie. So anyway, a lot of our kids are not as powerful in their thinking or as swift on their feet. But if they start talking about going away and joining the conscious community and things like that, you'll know what they're talking about. And you can try to intervene before they go too far. These kids are leaving. They going to cashing in their school tuition money. One of the young men went and opened up his deceased mother's bank account and took $300,000 and gave it to Nature Boy. And they lived off of that. And he not even with Nature Boy anymore right now. They're gone to Hawaii now. They're living in Hawaii. It's not a bad thing to do to want to go out and live in nature and go back. You know, when I was little, I used to say, God, I wish I lived back in the little house on the prairie days. Everything was cleaner, more natural, more serene, and peaceful and things like that. So I get wanting to go out and explore things. But it's a whole nother situation when you are brainwashing people. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Yeah, $300,000. $300,000. Use them. Then even when Ileana, the one just had a baby today, she took $33,000, I think it was, of her tuition money. She cashed out her tuition money and took her money and gave it to him. And that's everybody that come and join him have to bring something. Some bring $200, some bring $1,500, some bring 33,000, 300,000, whatever. And then when that runs out, they get on social media and start begging people to donate. You get what I'm saying? So, these are things that we need to be cognizant of because our kids are being exposed to this stuff. Just like, people have been saying, watch what your kids looking at on the internet. Watch who your kids talking to on the internet. You remember it was a big, and still is a big thing when the girls would meet these older men online and they would come in and meet them at McDonald's and then they come up missing. Next thing you know, they done sucked them into some sex traffic ring and they go on and this, that, and the other. This is why we have to be ahead of the game. And this is why I feel like it's my lot. You might not be able to watch it, but I spend hours watching this kind of stuff, learning about it, so that I could come back and break it down to you all and tell it to you all, so you all could be conscious of it and be like, oh, I heard Sis-Lo talking about this, y'all. Let me tell you what they do. This is what they do, and this is how they think. So we got to be careful. If your kids start acting different and start breaking away and start getting rid of stuff, next thing you know, their room is empty. And they again gave away all their earthly belongings. And they start distancing themselves from the family. Stop going to family functions. Stop coming around you. Y'all don't talk like you used to. Y'all ain't cool no more. And then the next thing you know, your money coming up missing. They shut out their bank account. All of a sudden, they don't have it all stacked up in the bank. You seeing large sums of money on their person hidden in the room somewhere. What are you doing all this for? Because they get ready to pack up and jet off. Because one of the first things he does is tell them to close out all your business in Babylon. Distance yourself from your family. So he can reprogram you. See, all of this stuff like Get Out, all those kind of movies and stuff like this, all of those movies are ahead of the game for us. By the time it gets on big screen like that, it's already been happening for a while in society. But we don't want to believe it because we think it's too far-fetched. All of that stuff. What was that movie Will Smith played in a while ago? Before I Am Legend. The one with him and Regina King. And he was on the run. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about. It was a really good movie. They were following him. And Lisa Bonet was in the movie. And they were following him. And they knew how to keep up with him or whatever, and they had a device that they were tracking him. And I can't think of what but I don't know how that happened. It wasn't buffering; it just kicked me all the way out. Huh? I don't know how that happened. Huh? Huh? What? Get back.
Can I have another cookie?
No more cookies. I just took my braids out. I don't want y'all to see my hair all on my head like that. You have a light I can plug in there? Take the one out the living room for a minute. My little lamp like that on the table. Down on, yeah, down on the table. Not granddaddy's lamp, the other lamp. But anyway, so I've been babbling enough. I'm getting ready to go in here, you guys, and shampoo my hair and fix these kids some dinner. And I'm gonna give you guys some chance. I'm gonna go back and check on Ileana, see if I can see how if they're still on their live, so I can see the baby. And I'll be back to talk to you guys some more a little bit later. If you have any questions, you said, Mom, wait a minute, Mom, let me see what you say first. Right, I talked to the youngster in my family and community. There you go. It's necessary, sis. It's necessary. It's necessary. We have to be the voice to our children. We have to be our kids' voice of reasoning. You know what I'm saying? And you know how they say an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Oh, girl, I love you on purpose, Miss Cynthia. I'm so glad you came in. We had a good time last night about 4 o'clock in the morning. Mama, it was about 4 in the morning. We had a little chit chat. But we'll be back and we're gonna talk about some more stuff, current events, some more things that are going on, some of the newer little trends amongst the kids and stuff like that. We just keep each other informed. But do a little Bible study, a little praying for each other, a little hallelujah, a little singing and dancing, all that good stuff. But I will be talking to you guys in a minute. You said you saw you was sleepy, girl. I was sleepy too, but you know what? I still haven't been to bed. I think I took a nap for about an hour, and then it was time to get up and get my son ready. But I couldn't sleep because I was so concerned about this girl having this baby. So, but I love you guys. I love you on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And we don't say goodbye. We say later for now. Why? Because goodbye is too permanent. So, I'll be talking to y'all soon.